Hello everyone. It is Thursday, October 15th, 2024. The time is around 2:05 p.m. here in the Pacific time zone in the great city of San Francisco. And the temperature is about 66 degrees here at City Hall Plaza as we look at the magnificent San Francisco City Hall. As we have our friend Sebastian in the chat and Cynthia. Welcome, welcome. We are in downtown San Francisco at the City Hall Plaza, looking at the magnificent Beaux Arts style City Hall of San Francisco, designed to look similar to the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., but in fact, the dome of this one is actually higher than the Capitol building, if you can believe that. And it's certainly a magnificent edifice here in what this neighborhood is called Civic Center. Civic Center because it has City Hall. We have Apple Intelligence with us. Welcome, Apple. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. We're here at the Civic Center neighborhood as we're looking across the street at the what's called the Asian Art Museum. The Asian Art Museum. And more historic buildings here, aligning here at Civic Center Plaza. So you can see there's like a large sand playground here for the kids to hang out in. It's actually usually grass. I think they're doing something with it. And then you've got the beautiful City Hall in front of us. City Hall. And we have our buddy Medano from Toronto. What's up, my man? Welcome to City Hall Plaza. We'll go have a look at the statue across the street, as well as the magnificent edifice of the San Francisco Public Library main branch right here in front of us. This is the San Francisco Public Library. This was built in 1997. I believe there was an older building here that was the library. I believe that might have been the library originally. And this is now the San Francisco Public Library. And it is a very beautiful library. It's also built in the so-called Beaux Arts style, as is all of Civic Center Plaza. Built to look as though you have entered a European capital. All this architecture is based on the ancient Greco-Roman styles. This is a statue called the Pioneer Monument, which has names of many of San Francisco's original inhabitants, sort of the men and women who founded this city, such as Fremont, James Slick, Marshall, Sloat, Larkin. You'll find a lot of the streets in San Francisco are named after those guys. Let me know how the audio and video is. See the statue of Ashurbanipal, the king of Assyria, from 669 BC to 627 BC. I wonder why they have a statue of Ashurbanipal. And we have Juanita in the chat. Welcome, Juanita. How you doing? And also, sorry, it's hard to read the name. Thokdor. And Adam, welcome. It's so bright out here that I can hardly read the chat on my screen. I need to turn up the brightness of my screen, but then if I do, the phone will start overheating. Music. Thokdorj. Nice to see you. And welcome, Adam. We're here in the heart of the city, Civic Center Plaza they call it, where you have the magnificent City Hall and other historic buildings. We'll walk around and check out some of the other historic buildings here. This is the Asian Art Museum. And we're at the corner of Larkin and McAllister. Not far from the Tenderloin District down there. On a beautiful sunny day, it's about 66 degrees. A nice strong breeze is coming through on the Pacific Ocean. You see a magnificent edifice here. This is the state of California. This is a courthouse right here. This is the courthouse right here. The main state of California courthouse in the city of San Francisco. We have a more modern structure looking right here at the corner. And we have Brent Stone saying, hey, West Coast Walker, what's for lunch today? I'm not sure what I'm going to have for lunch today. I haven't decided yet. Welcome, though. Nice to see you, Brent Stone. Let me know your suggestions. Let me know what you think of the buildings here in the historic Civic Center Plaza. You like the architecture here or not? So we have a more modern style building here in the corner. The corner of Polk and McAllister. Not much signage there. so I'm not sure what building that is, to be honest with you, but it's very nice. It's very nice. Maybe I could quickly check, see what it says on that. There's a couple little pieces of paper there. Say something. What's this asshole honking for? People in San Francisco are not the nicest drivers. Pedestrians come second around here. It says, please use other door. Please use the other door. Oh, this is the Civic Center courthouse. What's that? This is a federal building. Federal courthouse, he said something. Right, Juanita? I mean, the sign said I could walk. What's he honking at? As we're seeing the beautiful part about City Hall is that it takes up 2 full city blocks. I mean, it's just a massive edifice with a gorgeous dome with all kinds of gilded statues at the top. We're looking right at the sun, so maybe you can't see it that well, but the designs up at the top of the dome are amazing. Not too busy around here. No, not too busy. You know, a lot of the government workers still work from home, surprisingly. We have another gorgeous building here. The corner of McAllister and Van Ness. And another very beautiful one there too. Also a state of California courthouse maybe, or some sort of government building, and you can see the beautiful seal of California there. The Great Seal of California. Let's go check out this magnificent edifice here. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying seeing the beauty of downtown San Francisco's Civic Center Plaza neighborhood, where we have very historic buildings. We have a driverless car here, a driverless car. Everybody wave at the driverless car. Wait. It is very sunny out. It's nice to be a little bit in the shade so I can read the chat a little bit better. Oh, Sebastian, somebody just honked at me while I was trying to cross, but I was in a crosswalk and the light said I could walk. The walk sign was on. And we have Cynthia Ava just in from work. Nice to see you, Cynthia. We're here in downtown San Francisco here at Civic Center Plaza. We're looking at a very beautiful building here. The War Memorial Veterans Building, including the Herbst Theater. The Herbst Theater. I love those balconies up there with the pillars. You can just hang out on that large open space up there, that promenade, and see the world. And this is the other side of the City Hall. I don't know if this is the front or the back. Kind of looks like the front, right? But then, you know, you have the big plaza at the back, so I don't know, maybe, I don't know what constitutes the front or the back, but this is very nice architecture with gorgeous sculptures at the top. As you can see, the gold of the dome is shining beautifully in the sun. We have gorgeous sculptures there, bas reliefs, and then the ornate gilded top. We have another monstrous Beaux Arts building here. And this one is called the War Memorial Opera House. The War Memorial Opera House. Looks like the main post office. Yep. Adam says monumental, right? This area was built to impress visitors to the city of San Francisco when it was at the height of its power and prestige in the early 1900s, during the Gilded Age, during the Railroad Age, when the railroad barons made millions and millions and millions of dollars and built up this city like there was no tomorrow. As you see, the current operas that are playing now: La Boheme, Idiomenko, Carmen, very famous, Tristan and Isolde, A Handmaid's Tale, and Un ballo in Mascheroso, or something like that. Sorry about the pronunciations. As we have a very large round building here called the Louise M. Davies Symphony Hall. This is called Symphony Hall here at the corner of Grove and Van Ness. And you can tell that it probably has beautiful acoustics by the way it's shaped. And you've got a nice glass edifice there, a beautiful glass walls, so it lets in tons of natural light. What a beautiful symphony hall. I'm gonna hold off on the jaywalking here in the middle of Civic Center Plaza. As you see how large City Hall is, it just takes up a huge geographical area, 2.6 acres of space. We have a very nice, not a huge skyscraper, but a high-rise building there. This isn't necessarily the financial district or anything like that, where you're going to get like the huge skyscrapers. This is what one might call Government Center. Continue walking. See what else is in this neighborhood that I don't really come too much. It's not really, you know, it's more for, well, you know, I don't really go to the opera or the symphony too often, but I'd like to. But this building right here is called the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. So as you can see, this is the here This neighborhood here, the Civic Center, is essentially the cultural arts center of the city, with the Opera House, the Symphony, and the Music Conservatory. You know how the signal is, the audio and the video. It seems like a relatively flat area in terms of the geography. I haven't seen massive hills here in the Civic Center, so walking isn't super difficult. It's a really gorgeous day here. That cool breeze coming in right now. It's this nice wind actually, and it's very nice to walk in. It's possible my chat is frozen, as I haven't seen any new messages there in a while. Maybe it'll come back, or maybe there hasn't been any new messages. Oh, hey, Juanita. Sounds of the city. So we hit Market Street. We'll go down Market Street, sort of the main thoroughfare of San Francisco, one might say. Certainly at the eastern end of the city. Market Street is a very long street. And it's filled with commercial activity. Probably that's why they call it Market Street, but strangely enough, it goes on a maybe like a 45-degree angle pretty much throughout most of the city. So many of the intersections are so weird because like there's two grid patterns, and Market Street doesn't follow either of them. Looks like we might be heading towards the more grittier parts of town. You guys like to see grit? You like to see grime? You like to see things that people are afraid to talk about? Working while working. Don't tell the boss. All right, Boom. Welcome, my friend. Yes, thanks Juanita for putting the link in there. And feel free to smash that like. There's 33 of you in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy watching content from the streets of San Francisco here on a very beautiful October day. Picturesque, really. As we see a very nice building there. What do you guys think of that building? I'd live in that condo for sure. That's nice. I like that. That's real nice. Cute little streets here. Work done being there. You'd live there, Juanita? Yeah. You can see Market Street is a pretty busy street. You got a designated space there where you go to wait for the bus. And they've got it on when the cars come on to the right of that if they want to turn right. Got a restaurant here called, I don't know how to pronounce that, Espetis Brazilian Steakhouse. And then we also have these lanes here in San Francisco which are painted red. Okay, and if the lane is painted red, then you're only allowed buses and taxis. Only buses and taxis are allowed to drive in the red lanes 24/7. So you got to pay attention to that. I do see a lot of cars driving in those red lanes, but they're not supposed to. Across the street we got a restaurant called Rocket Sushi. That looks pretty good. I'm not like a massive fan of sushi, but I think I would eat at that place called Rocket Sushi. I like the name of that place. Okay, Boom, you take her easy, my friend. On Valencia Street there was a huge that's that street down there, I don't know, but there was a huge controversy because they had a bike lane that goes in the center of the street. So you got cars driving both sides and you got the bike lane in the middle, and boy did that cause a big controversy. Oh man, now they're gonna have to change it, they said. Lord knows how much money that's gonna cost. And we have Edwin with us. Welcome, Edwin. Saying oh, sorry, it's too sunny here. You're heading to the cleaner part of the city. Oh, good, good. I like the cleaner part of the city, right? I know I'm on Market Street, but I'm not exactly sure what neighborhood you would consider this. We have a beautiful church here, the First Baptist Church. Wow. Look at that, and look at those palm trees. And that is a very nice church. It's pretty much covered up by palm trees, but I'm loving the architecture of that. And what are my top 3 cuisines? I would say that I love Indian food, Italian food, and probably Chinese food. Although Middle Eastern food's good too. This is the freeway entrance to the 101. And we're at the corner of Octavia and Market. I believe I'm still on Market. This area is not very familiar to me. I don't think I've ever seen this intersection before. What are your guys' favorite cuisines? Just check my battery level here. Mexican food. I bet you like pizza. I do love pizza. I love pizza. That does that count as Italian? 68. Remind me to check my battery in like 20 minutes. Looks like we've been going for just over half an hour here. We're heading towards Castro District LGBT community. It's a nice area. Dolores Park is beautiful. Civic Center is actually the scuzzy part of town. There are so many, yes, excellent, thank you. Electric Tone Zone. Juanita also likes Italian and Indian food. Castro is very nice. I've done a video in the Castro District before. If you want to check out my channel, you'll see the video called the LGBT capital of the world, really, in my opinion, is the Castro District of San Francisco. Got a nice strong hill there that I'm not going to bother climbing. I like standing on, I like walking more on the flatter ground, as you know. So you see beautiful row housing there. And we've reached Market and Laguna. And Brett says, I could go for some dosa, naan, good butter chicken, grand finale with a mango lassi. You know your Indian food, my friend. And we have Martin Lawrence in the chat. Welcome, Martin Lawrence from Ireland. Welcome to the live stream here in San Francisco, California. Welcome from Ireland. I've been to Ireland before, very beautiful country. We're on Market Street, a very large thoroughfare here in the city of San Francisco. But I don't think that Civic Center is necessarily... I just saw a guy doing some bad stuff. I didn't catch it on camera, but I don't think the Civic Center is necessarily scuzzy. I think it's close to Tenderloin, yes, but it's not the same as Tenderloin. That sounded very delicious, Brent. This is Market and Dubose Street, D-U-B-O-C-E, Dubose. I must say I've not really been in this area much. As you can see, the drivers, they don't care. They just take precedence over everything. Oh, you know what this building is right here, guys? This building is the United States Mint. The United States Mint, the official mint of the San Francisco United States. Go ahead, sir. It is where they make coins, right? Pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes. They're all made here at the United States Mint, which sits on a nice large hill with heavy fencing. And it's a very secure area. This is a federal building. And you can see, look at the stone edifice. I mean, it looks like a very impenetrable building, right? And that's where coins are minted. The United States government is in charge of coins, minting coins, but they're not in charge of the money supply itself. That would be the Federal Reserve Bank, which has some relation to the United States government, but is not technically part of the U.S. government. But the United States Mint is, and they have several mints throughout the country. So, cool looking building, I think. They don't have tours. There's an old mint building too in the city where they have converted that into an event space. And we see a very nice statue across the street. I'm not sure what that is, but it's a very nice statue. shopping plaza here. Whole Foods across the street. Whole Foods is great. People say Whole Foods is too expensive, but I don't think it's that bad. This one is called Safeway. I don't know if you guys have Safeway in your state or in your province or wherever you are in the world, but Safeway is big here in Northern California. Philadelphia has Federal Mint too. Oh, okay, yes. I figured there were multiple mints. I didn't know Philly had one, but that's cool. Juanita should know because she's from Philly originally. Maybe I'll just take 2 seconds here to plug in my battery. We have 43 people in the chat. Welcome to the live stream here in downtown San Francisco. Please remember to like and subscribe, as we are now in the famous Castro District. The Castro District, famous for being the LGBT capital of the world. It's a very nice neighborhood, actually. It's got beautiful homes and stores, and I think people really like living in the Castro. So we see a pretty cool building here. Got that modern style. I love the glass. Look, especially that corner units. The corner units, they've got a lot of glass, floor to ceiling windows, and like, oh man, look at all that natural light. Wow. Build state asylums and stick, okay. And we have Yahya the transit guy with us. Everyone has their own opinion. There used to be a lot of state asylums, actually. There used to be many mental institutions around the country, but the people weren't really treated that well in there, and so they closed most of them down. Thanks, Juanita. Yahya has a channel from Toronto. As we see, these would be considered to be gay bars, you know. They still have gay bars in the city where it's mostly catered to LGBT folks. No chemtrails today. Ooh, good. Thank you, Andre. Welcome. One day you'll be... Yes, yeah, you're on the list. Streamers. Sorry, I'm just going to get in the shade here and see... we have Peter Kirkman. Nice to see you, Peter. Absolutely gorgeous day here in the city. And with that cool wind coming in from the coast, it's like much easier to walk around. What street am I on? Asks JT. Welcome, JT. We're on Market Street. Market Street. Sort of the main thoroughfare of the city. A lot of different specialized lanes that are just for buses and taxis, and got some poor folks in distress there, it looks like. Neighborhood has its issues. I'll just wait till the walk sign comes up. And they're bringing the bike lanes back, are they? 69 degrees, all sunshine, and a cool breeze. Could you ask for better weather? No, Douglas, you cannot. Welcome, Douglas. Thank you for joining the chat on this gorgeous October day here in sunny San Francisco. And yeah, sometimes it gets foggy, but really, like, it's mostly sunny. I mean... And when it comes to rain, I mean, I don't even know the last time it rained. I can't remember the last time it rained. It's been months, if not like almost a year, maybe. I don't know. I believe last winter it rained quite a bit, but I don't remember the last time it rained. There's an Indian restaurant right there across the street. Tara Indian Cuisine. So you guys said you liked Indian cuisine, right? Yes, times sure have changed. It's probably very expensive to live around here. Market has been an iconic area. You just didn't know it now. Yes, Market Street is really filled with everything. I mean, if you need it, you come to Market Street. This is where all the action is happening. Oh, the Epicurean Trader. Oh, okay. They had one of these in Cow Hollow too. This is such a cool, grocery store, deli basically, that has pastries, and you can also buy like groceries and stuff in there. And it's all really like high-end stuff. You can buy wine, food, small gifts. And you can order sandwiches and really good coffee and stuff. If you're in the city, this is where you go, where I would recommend going for coffee. Someplace like the Epicurean Trader or Luke's Local Grocers. Cheers from NSW, New South Wales, JT? I'm just guessing, but I think that's what it stands for, as we have a Pete's. Don't go to Pete's Coffee. If you're here, don't go to Pete's Coffee. Come over to the Epicurean Trader. I'm not saying Pete's Coffee's bad, but if you can go to one of these local artisan shops, that's where the better coffee, pastries, food, sandwiches, that's where they have all the... It might be a little more expensive, but not really. Pete's and Starbucks are already very expensive, so you're going to be paying the same. Since we have berries. Now we're basically in the heart of the Castro District here. Market in Noe. And then I think that's 16th Street going in this direction. They shut down some low-cost carriers. Oh, okay. Somebody's getting a little frustrated. The Lookout. This is a really popular LGBT bar. I've never been to any of these bars, but they are pretty popular here in the Castro. I don't think I would necessarily go to one, but you never know. Maybe. See a massive hill there. I believe that might be what they call the Castro Valley, but I could be wrong. So we've got Max Muscle here. Max Muscle. Fitness is... There's a lot of fitness places here in the Castro District. Today I actually rode the subway to get here. We call it the BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit. I'm not a big subway guy. This is one of the first times I've ever actually ridden the BART. I think maybe the third time, and it was pretty convenient and pretty fast. I mean, the thing just flies. So I might start taking BART more often. Of course, I still have to drive to the BART station and park there, but it's only $3 for the entire day to park at the BART station. Well, the BART itself is not the cheapest subway in the world. It's like almost $5 to go from South San Francisco to, I was over at the Civic Center, over there at City Hall. It depends on distance, I guess, but we have super duper burgers, free fries with the purchase of any beer, wine, or spiked shakes. So this is a place where you can get burgers, beer, wine, and spiked shakes. How do I like SF, says Luke. I love it here. Castro Valley, maybe. I could be wrong. There is something called the Castro Valley, but I don't know exactly where it is. Anyone remember Castro Street block parties, or Halloween parties, sorry, in the 2000s? Oh, that's Noe Valley. Ah, yes. GF Handel comes in and says it's Noe Valley. You're right, because that's Noe Street. It's cheap if you are old. Hey Yoshi, you finished your interview. Congratulations. Hope you did well. Hope you did well. Actually, I'm just going to continue down Market Street. But this looks like a cool place, right? And look at, they even have organic soft serve hand dipped cones. Organic soft serve hand dipped cones. So we've got a very clever sign here advertising this interesting store. And we've got Taco Boys here. Taco Boys. I think you're right. Castro Valley is not in the Castro District, but there is a place called Castro Valley somewhere. The BART and bus are cheap if you are old. 451 way is, I guess it's a commuter rail. It's not really a subway system because it is coming from outside the city technically. But in Boston, it used to be $2.25 for a ride anywhere you want to go on the MBTA. No matter how far you go, it's $2.25 flat rate. So they have a little different setup here where it's based on distance, which I guess makes sense. I believe New York is $2.90 for a flat rate. As we are approaching perhaps the biggest LGBT flag in the entire world. Hello, Xer. Here at the corner of Castro and Market Streets, the flag of flags denoting the complete takeover of this neighborhood by the LGBT community. Oh, it's pretty clean here, my friend. It says Mr. Guitar Time. How far am I from Disneyland? Can you take a subway there? I cannot, Mr. Derbeat. I cannot take a subway to Disneyland. I'm a 7-hour drive from there. Disneyland being in Southern California. Here in San Francisco, we are in Northern California. A truly vast state. Larger than many, many countries. We have the Castro Theater here, I believe, which had a lot of controversy going around because they wanted to take out the seats or something like that, but let's go explore more of the famous Castro District here in San Francisco. And we have our friend Marg D from Toronto. Welcome, Marg. Nice to see you. We are in San Francisco's Castro District now. We started in the Civic Center Plaza where I was at City Hall. And there's also Symphony and the Opera House there, the Asian Art Museum, the Public Library. No, I think they were referring to Disneyland there, yeah. Not everyone knows how big California is. The original Disneyland is in Anaheim. We see some very interesting posters here in the Castro District. Close your eyes, folks, if you're not used to seeing things that are a little more risque. Yeah, those streetcars, I saw that, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to point that out. Can I walk to the Golden Gate Bridge? Yes. Robert, how hot is it there? Shohei Asbury. Oh, I'm just going to show wherever I am, Mr. Dervit. It's only 66 degrees, Marg. And Yahya is referring to this streetcar here. This is one of the streetcars that were, I guess, given to San Francisco from Toronto. Cool streetcar. Let's go up Noe Street. Maybe make our way to 16th. Because ideally I'd like to be at 16th and Mission at some point. Oh, that's the green one from Chicago. Okay. We've got another one coming up here, Yahya. You tell us what this one is. Los Angeles Transit Lines, it says. So this is an old school Los Angeles streetcar. PCC, President's Conference Committee streetcar. Okay, I don't never heard of that. Easy, that's Boston. No, it said Los Angeles on it. But it does look like something Boston might have. That color. I'd like to make my way down to 16th and Mission, which I believe way.
parks it if it's up really known homes and the flying people because in the Czech Republic for Christmas there's supposed to be a good kid and if you know it,
And we have our good buddy Dirk G in the chat from Germany. Welcome, Dirk. Nice to see you. And I don't know if our friend Apple Intelligence is in the chat, but that sign says, hello, Apple Intelligence. You have a pleasant American accent. You're one of the few Americans I can understand. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Canadian, but close enough. Mr. Hondel, George, am I going the right way towards Mission Street right now? I know I'm on 16th. Or maybe I'm not. I thought I was. That's right, yeah, I'm from St. Thomas, Ontario. But I was born in Toronto. My first home was over where Johnny lives at Yonge and Eglinton. But I didn't grow up there. Hello from Sacramento, says Matt. I might take a Mazda Miata right down there. Oh, you should, man. You should come down, dude. It's pretty rocking. The city's great now, you know. I know there's people have been saying this and that about it, but it's just like any other city, man. Hello, Dervit. Yep, that's right. Yeah. So I am on 16th and a Sanchez right now. I believe I'm going towards Mission Street, which is the direction I want to go. I certainly don't want to turn around. Oh, Henry knows. A lot of people know that I'm from Canada. I've mentioned it many times. Yeah. I've been living in the States for a while. I was in Boston for 12 years and then here in San Francisco for over 3 years now. Any human feces on the ground? I don't think so. I haven't seen any yet. But I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out for it. I certainly don't want to step in any. You see a very nice yellow home there. I like that color. You guys like that color? I think that's a very nice home right there. I think they did that in a very nice color. I'm not sure, Sebastian. I'll have to have a look at it. Yeah, they did remove a lot of the streetcars. Yes, you are heading toward Mission. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. We want to go to where all the action is, plus the BART station is down there. Like I mentioned, I took the BART today. I might start taking BART more. If it's on time, if all the lines are running and everything's like working good, I think it's a pretty good way to travel, especially since you can park for $3 only at the BART station. And then you can just go from there, and it goes pretty fast. And it came within 4 minutes. I didn't have to wait for very long. And there's 2 lines, both red and yellow line from South San Francisco that both go into the city and stop at all the same spots. They all stop at the same stations. They basically just are parallel to each other, but then once they get out of the city, they kind of diverge. Thanks for your non-biased view of the city. I just took my son to a Journey concert. Ooh, Journey! Don't stop believing. As we've reached Church Street, named after the famous Mission Church, which we're going to be coming up on pretty soon here. This is the oldest part of San Francisco. This church was founded in 1776 by the Spanish Empire, by the Spanish missionaries who were sent here to develop the land, to convert the Native Americans to Christianity, and to basically see what they can, you know, get out of these lands here. They did some industrial work here. Of course, this was well before the gold rush. Hello from Quebec, Canada, says Sibas Drolet. Nice to meet you, Sibas. And at one point, this mission had, you know, many Native Americans working here and living here and helping build the community. In fact, they were the laborers who built the original church were Indian. As you can see, this is the newer basilica, built in the 1900s. This is the one that still has services and whatnot. They don't have really like any services at the old basilica, which is, to use the term basilica is a strong word. It's really more of a chapel, but they did receive what's called basilica status. Church, Dolores, Guerrero, Valencia, then Mission. Perfect. I'm going to show a little bit of this Mission Church here. As you can see, the very beautiful facade here. Very ornate, very Spanish looking. And then this one is much less ornate. This is very simple. And you can get a sense of its age. You can get a sense of its coming from, you know, the 1700s, the times when things were, we just didn't have the, well, people had amazing buildings before the 1700s, but not here in America necessarily. Not here in America. So we're in the famous Mission District, and the Mission District famous for a lot of things, including the Mission Burrito, which I've never really had any Mission Burritos. Any mosquitoes in San Francisco, says Yahya. I do not see too many mosquitoes. This is not, very rarely do I encounter mosquitoes. It's just not hot and humid enough. We don't have the amount of woodlands that they have in Canada, especially in Ontario. It's just all, mosquitoes love trees and stuff like that. The more wooded the area, the more mosquitoes you're generally going to have. The Spanish mission from the 1500s. I don't think they started necessarily the missions in the 1500s. They started exploring California in the 1500s, but the missions began in the 1700s. When they explored California, they discovered it in the 1500s, the Spanish did, and then nothing really happened for a long time. Nothing really happened for a long time. It's pretty hard to get to California from Europe. Remember, there was no such thing as the Panama Canal, so in order to get here, you either had to take a boat all the way around South America and then all the way back up north, which is, I'll tell you, it's not the most, just traveling around South America is probably the most deadliest thing you can do in a boat. You see beautiful homes here with the large bow windows, those rounded, beautiful windows that let in so much light. And so, like, to get over here, you can portage across Panama, I suppose. You land in Panama and then you walk like a couple hundred miles with your boats over to the Pacific, and then make your way up north, I guess, or I don't know how they do it, but it's not easy to get to California, let's just put it that way. But I don't think I've ever had a mission burrito. That might be something I might try. Oh, prayer mosques. Sorry. I thought you said mosquitoes. Yes, they do have mosques in the Bay Area. I don't know where, but they would definitely have mosques somewhere. I don't think there's a massive Islamic population in the Bay Area. You don't see a lot of Middle Eastern folks necessarily, but there's definitely some. There's not just, you know, and of course Islam is not just Middle Eastern. Islam is all throughout the world. So many people from India and Pakistan. So I would imagine there are a number of mosques, but I don't know where they are. And if you were to ask me if I've seen one before, it's a good question. I can't say I remember seeing one. Like right there is a Pakistani Indian restaurant right there, Yahya Pakwan. So I guarantee that is Islamic food. Most likely Islamic people work there. So we're approaching the 1 hour and 20 minute mark. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy watching all kinds of content from San Francisco and the Bay Area. Got a falafel and shawarma place here. Truly Mediterranean. Cute little place. Maybe I'll get something like that later. Or maybe a mission burrito. As we reach Valencia and 16th Street. We're in the heart of the Mission District. And there's every ethnicity here. There's every kind of restaurant, every kind of food, every kind of, grocer that you can get. Like, there's like Latin grocers, Asian grocers. Got a ice cream shop there. And we have our buddy Kurt Affair in the chat. Nice to see you, Kurt. He says today is National Shawarma Day. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. Maybe I should get a shawarma later then. With all this food here in the Mission District, it's hard to decide what you want. Certainly they're known for Latino culture here, but they have everything. They have everything. This place is Panchitas, which is both Salvadorian and Mexican food. And then you have a place here called Lahore, Karahi, and Pizza. So this is Pakistani food and pizza mixed together. You have a bar called Mother. No, Marg. Sebastian thinks you are his favorite Canadian. And this is I'd say a fairly gritty part of town. You know, it's not it's not, it's not Seacliff. Let's just put it that way. It's not Seacliff. It's not Nob Hill. There used to be a huge illegal vendors thingy going on here, and this is a public toilet here, right here. You can, you press the button, it opens the door, you go in, you do your thing, you press another button, you come out. And then it washes itself. There's an automatic washing mechanism, and it cleans the whole toilet and the whole bathroom basically, and then the next person walks in. Of course, it's all wet when you walk in, but still. Nice, Yoshi. You probably get a burrito, right, Kurt? Because we're in the Mission District, famous for the Mission Burrito. In fact, we've reached Mission and 16th now. This is where there is a BART station around here. I think, oh yeah, right here. This is the BART station. This is how I would get back, but I'm not going to leave yet. I'm actually going to walk down Mission for a ways and see what's happening.
What's up with it?
This is such a cool street, so full of action. Just gonna read some of the chats here that I may have missed. They put some of those automatic toilets and then they had to get rid of them. Yeah, sometimes people do bad things in those toilets. Yes, BART is the subway, Dorit. That's the subway. That's the there's two different types of subways. There's the Muni and the BART. The BART is actually more of a commuter rail that goes out of the city, but also many stops within the city too. So you can take it for both. Like if you're going along Market Street or Mission Street, it makes several stops on there. 16th and Mission and 24th and Mission. And as you can see, we're in the heart of all the action here. There's people enjoying their lives here. Eating, drinking, hanging out. There's a tattoo shop across the street. Some other stores with Spanish writing. This is the Amit Hotel. That sounds pretty sketchy. Rooms for rent. Maybe you could rent it for like an hour or two if that's all you need it for, you know what I'm saying? Did I see the video? Yeah, I saw that. That's ridiculous. Why? I can't believe that guy would do that. Some people are just idiots. I'm glad Johnny didn't get, you know, assaulted or anything like that. Is it the Bay Area Rapid Transit? Yes. Yeah, you got to be careful. There's a lot of dinguses. I'm surprised I haven't ran into any today, but you know how it is. Like, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. One thing I love about the Mission District is its beautiful fruit markets. You can come here and get some nice fresh produce, all kinds of stuff here. You know, you can get squash, you can get watermelon, a slew of different apples. You can get something very hairy. Ooh, that's like prickly. Ooh, that hurts. What is that? That's called chayote. And plantains, sweet potatoes, of course. Those are like some sort of cactus leaves, I think. Yucca. Oh, yeah, I like red onions. You guys like red onions? And I like shallots too. I often use shallots for cooking. I feel like shallots are easier to cook with than onions because they're smaller. You can just use a whole shallot and don't have to keep like an onion around. Plums and peaches are also some of my favorite fruits. School bus drivers getting angry even. Those are some big sweet potatoes, right? Those are probably delicious. Nothing's tastes better than a nice baked sweet potato with some butter. Of course, we're getting into October now. Thanksgiving was already happened in Canada. And in the US next month is going to be massive celebration as it is every year. Thanksgiving is real big in the States. They cook all kinds of stuff, including sweet potatoes. You like red onions? I love red onions. I think they're delicious. They have I like them in salads. This is heavily. I don't speak Spanish, mijo. Hey, I'll call the cops on you, buddy. Don't ever touch me again. Don't ever touch me again. Tell them never touch me again. Or I'll call the cops right now and you'll have the police, you'll have every cop in San Francisco here. What's he touching me for? Yeah, sorry, buddy. I don't speak Spanish. Some guy just came and pushed me from behind. I don't know who that. There you go. I just got assaulted by a dingus. He pushed me from behind. I had my backpack on and he pushed my backpack. I don't know what his problem is, but I'll call the cops in 2 seconds on those jackasses. I'll record wherever the hell I want. This isn't private property. I don't know what that guy was saying. I don't speak Spanish. If anyone in the chat knows what he was saying. No offense, but I feel like if you're going to live in America, you should speak English. Even if you're yelling at people. I think it should be mandatory to even enter the country. So there you go. It's not just Johnny who gets assaulted, and all of us do. And I don't even know what the guy was upset about. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's just that guy all of a sudden comes and just pushes me from behind. Like total, like, you know, like just without me even knowing what was going on, just pushed me right from behind. It wasn't that hard, but, you know, still pretty ridiculous. And started yelling at me in Spanish. I should probably check my backpack, make sure nothing is it's fine. Oops. Yeah, you can't put up with these people who think that these streets belong to them or some crap. These streets belong to the taxpayers. I doubt those guys even pay taxes. Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, my backpack, yeah. He was he wasn't trying to steal anything from my backpack. He was just upset, so he pushed me when I just happened to have my backpack there. But these guys were yelling at me, and I was obviously just, well, I didn't know they were yelling at me, that they were yelling at each other. Krav Maga, yeah. We have dog. I don't know what you're saying there, but yeah. As we reach 20th Street in Mission, probably make my way down to 24th Street where they have another BART station. And as you can see, I mean, it's basically crazy down here. But generally the people are pretty nice. I was surprised that that guy did that. And this isn't the Tenderloin, you know, like, you should be allowed, even the Tenderloin I'm allowed to film. I don't care what those people who there say. And we have our buddy Devin with us. Nice, Devin. Did you see the action that just happened? I ran into a dingus. It seems to be happening to all the streamers nowadays. Yeah. But what are you gonna do? I guess it adds a little excitement to the stream, right? You can put that in the title. Got assaulted by a dingus. You don't go around touching people and pushing people that you don't know. I mean, he's lucky I didn't have some weapon on me, and I'll just take him out. I'm not like that, obviously. I wouldn't resort to violence for no reason, but he doesn't know that. I could be one of these crazy wild people that live here in San Francisco. Well, no, it's not a disgusting neighborhood. It's a gritty neighborhood. Well, thanks, Devin. I appreciate you, sir. Nice grocery market here. And we have our buddy Brad Palmer with us. What's up, Brad? You may have just missed the Dingus Encounter. Exactly, Devin. Who knows what I could have had? Who knows what kind of person I am? I could be the kind of person that just flips out for no reason and just, goes berserk, but... You don't know that, you don't be touching strangers in San Francisco. There's a nice mural there. The sun is a little bright, but it's Gandhi and it's Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, and some other people. We reached 22nd Street.
That nigga start grabbing his bag, and I'm like, oh, you going? I want in my bag. I'm like, nigga, you going to your bag?
Nice sausages cooking up there. Now I'm quite hungry. I've never seen that show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Juanita, you like that show? de la universidad. Yeah. Maybe I'll check that show out. I've heard of it. It's always sunny in San Francisco, I think. Today is one of the more sunnier days. I can hardly see my screen.
Qué guapa.
Sí, ahí dijo. Vamos a empezar con la 23.
Good old-fashioned luggage store. I feel like luggage stores have gone by the wayside. You can see this place is packed with vendors. These are legal street vendors. And, coming up on the BART station that I would like to use here at 24th and Mission Street. 24th and Mission, and you can see it is crowded here at 24th and Mission today with everybody doing everything and selling everything, and we've got all kinds of stuff for sale here on the ground. So all kinds of anything you need here. Anything you need here at 24th and Mission is available. We've got a cool coffee place there called Silverstone. That looks cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Yeah, I agree, Devin. It is a bit, the glare can be a bit bad. But thanks for joining the live stream. Hopefully, sorry about the Dingus Encounter there. Some of these things happen, you know. It's the risks you take when you're live streaming here in the city, especially in the more let's say lively districts. But I hope you enjoyed today's walk from San Francisco. We went from City Hall, Civic Plaza, all the way down to 24th and Mission and everywhere in between. And make sure you like and subscribe, because I do these live streams all the time. I do home streams as well and recorded videos. And so click those notifications so you know when all of those things are going to be released. And we will see you on the next one. Have a great day, everyone. And bye from the Mission District in San Francisco.
Okay.